Alright guys, I'm going to try to teach you Little Red Corvette by Prince on an acoustic guitar. I think this is a very, very fun song to play, and it's pretty simple. It does require some bar chords. It does require, I think, to do it the Hendrix way, which is to wrap your thumb around, because that allows you to play some variations to it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that you can play this open, and I'll show you that too. I think, and you can fact check me here if you want to in the comments, I think the original key that Prince plays in is C sharp. I do it in C. And that's because, again, you can play the open chords without a capo if you want to, but also just because for me, like singing wise, it's easier to sing than it is in C sharp, but that's a whole different thing. So if you're not singing it, you're just playing it, it doesn't really matter, but if you want to play along with the record, I am telling you, I think it's in C sharp, but check me on that one if I'm wrong. Okay, so the verses are very, very simple. They are only 3 chords. It is an F, a G, and an A minor. But I think you should do it with bar chords, and I think you should do it with the Hendrix chords. So if you don't know what I mean by Hendrix chords, I mean you're going to wrap your thumb around, okay? So the first one is an F, okay? So an F, in this case, you would bar the B and the E strings of the first fret. Your middle finger is going to go on the G string of the 2nd fret. Your ring finger is going to go on the D string of the 3rd fret. And then you're going to use your thumb to wrap around and grab the low E string of the 1st fret. Now, our strum pattern for this song, until we get to the chorus, is just kind of a down and a palm mute. So it's going to sound like this. So it's... but you're palm muting it. Alright, so I will say the F chord, if you wanted to bar it, it's not as big a deal because you're not going to do as many kind of hammer-ons as you will with the G and the A minor, but I think it's good to just get into that rhythm, that shape, because it's such a cool shape anyways. Okay, so you've got F, you go into your G. Now all the G is this thing that we just did, this shape we just made. You take it all and you just slide it up 2 frets. Okay, that's literally it. I didn't move my fingers any, other than sliding it, but as far as the shape goes, I don't move them any. Okay, so you're gonna do that. Now here's why I would recommend doing it the Hendrix kind of chord way. Because sometimes I think if you listen to the record, you hear this note on the down strums. So that's putting your pinky and kind of going off and on your pinky is going to be on the 5th fret of the G string. Okay, so letting that 5th fret of the G string to the 4th fret of the G string kind of go back and forth. Alright, then you're going to go to an A minor. Okay, the way I'm doing the A minor here is I'm barring the 5th fret of the D, G, B, and high E, and then I'm wrapping my thumb around to play the 5th fret of the low E. And then I'm using my ring finger to do some hammer-ons on the 7th fret of the D and the 7th fret of the G. So all together. And I do this too. So that's 5 on the D, 7 on the D, 5 on the G, 7 on the D, and then you're ending on that 7 of the A, and then going back to the F, right? So I guess I should have closed my eyes when you took me to the place where your horse was run free. So that's the entire verse, just that over again. Now again, you could play that open, right? So it'd be... that sounds fine if you want to do that. F, G, A minor. And I would recommend doing some hammer-ons if you wanted to, just in different places in those chords. So then the chorus is also very, very similar, except for the strum pattern is going to change a little bit because you would go, honey, I said, you're going to do a little... You're kind of dropping the palm mute, and you're going to strum a little bit more. But there's not really much difference in the chords, okay? So it's still an F, so it would be F, G, but instead of going to the A minor, you're actually going to go to a C. Now a C in this case, again, you could just do all this open, but a C in this case is you're gonna slide that shape that you have, the G and the F. You're gonna slide that all to where your thumb is wrapping around to get the 8th fret of the low E. Your pointer finger is barring the 8th fret of the high E and the B. You got the 9th fret of the G string, the 10th fret of the D string, and then, okay, now allows your pinky also to do the same thing, kind of hammer onto that G string and the 10th fret. Okay, so that's a C. So you've got, honey, I said, come back, baby, you're much too fast. So it's really just alternating between F, G, C. So F, G, C. The next time is F, G, A minor. F, G, C. And then at the very end of the chorus, you just hit the F, and you kind of drive that back into the G, and then you're back into your palm muting. But it's a really cool song, and it's pretty groovy, so you just keep doing that over and over again. You can kind of hear the changes in the song, but it's not that many chords. It leaves you some room, especially when you're on the A minor, do some improvisation on the A minor pentatonic. But I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys enjoy playing this song.